Welcome everyone to another session of webinar with a new great partner that we just started working with us, Hostify, neighbors from France, and the company ICare. And today we have with us Amadine. Welcome, Amadine.
Thank you, Juan, for having me.
She's a business development manager for ICare, and they will present the product Torian. It's a new, brand new tool. Really amazing about task to help us everything to manage your day-to-day, your operations, and make your life much easier, of course. At the end is our goal. So for the agenda today, we just did already a bit of introductions about ourselves, and then we'll explain a bit some trends. Dean is going to explain us about those trends, why it's so important of the task management, why we need to save more time on operations. Then I will explain a little bit about Hostify. We'll go ahead and move on with why you should use ICare as well. And then we'll explain a bit how it works and why it's better together always. And we'll end up with some questions and answers from all of you guys, of course, if there is something missing. So that being said, I'll pass it to you, Amandine, so you can start explaining about the new trends and the winds of changes.
Sure. So hello, everyone. Before introducing you which benefits Orion combining with Hostify can bring to you, let's take a look together to the market trends. So the market we are operating on is definitely changing, such as the expectations of the travelers, which like more and more to be flexible, the increase in vacation rental supply, a continuous emergence of new innovative tools. You can see that every day that there are new tools coming up on the market. A need for more automated processes for the operation teams, and a continuing changes in traveler preference. And of course, at least but not the last, the tool to help with the guest experience satisfactions, guests who have higher and higher expectations when they travel. So the logical next steps on our market for property manager is to get a better software. Better softwares allows you to get more automation with more technology involved and to focus on guest experience. We conducted a survey the first quarter of this year for European property manager, and we asked them about their growth strategy they want to apply. So there is increasing the bookings and also the portfolio size, improving the pricing strategy and the service to the guest or to the owner. Whatever your strategy is, the key is to gain time to implement those strategies and to make your business more manageable and more profitable. Then, regarding the challenges they are facing, we see that the main challenge is to apprehend technological tools serenely, particularly artificial intelligence, which is the hot topic for the last months. So Orion is under software with artificial intelligence, which is pretty easy to use and which can help you managing your teams and your property. We're going to see that later. When it comes to the tools they want to adopt or to change, the first one is the PMS and or channel manager, because this is a tool that helps you to promote your properties on the OTAs, to manage your bookings, among many other features that Juan will detail later for Hostify. And then comes the cleaning and housekeeping services tool. Why do we have this kind of tool in the second place? If you can go to the next slide, please, Juan. Because they want to save time. This is the first reason for the performing services. They want to generate less human errors on the coordination of the team, which can be external or internal team, on the task assignment, on the communication. Of course, everybody wants to ensure the highest quality of the services provided and want to record all action and or communication, which can be very useful if you have, for example, a dispute with the provider or the owner or even the guests.
Perfect. Very interesting. And as you mentioned, Amandine, like the AI is a very hot topic nowadays, and every company now is trying to implicate the AI, ChatGPT, not just our property managers, but also as well as a software. We're trying to be at the top of the trend, no? So we already are as well incorporating this kind of new technology, no? As we mentioned, here you're going to learn more about about Hostify. And the first thing that we're gonna know is just a little bit about ourselves, no? So all you need to manage vacational rentals efficiency, no? Obviously, Hostify it provides to all our customers and to all our different property managers around the world the last technology about automation. As we mentioned, messaged at the end in one base that will explain a little bit more in details later on. And as we mentioned, we keep always trying to fulfill all the needs of our property managers. As we know, what is the pain nowadays is not anymore cleaning a toilet, but it goes more beyond, for the guest experience, as we were mentioning. They are not expected to have a house, but actually as well to have more services inside of this vacational rental, no? Just a little bit about Hostify before we move forward about all the technology that we provide to our clients. Just some numbers, some figures on how we help clients around the world, providing more than 15 million bookings so far and growing. All these 15, they are distributed around 34,000 listings in more than countries, no? So that means we have a large community of big property managers, which they have more and more demands, more and more professionalism, and they need to be on the top of trends to satisfy all the clients. This is just a bit of the system. Obviously, it goes more deeper, and we have many more functionalities and features. Obviously, we're not going to go through that today. In case anyone is interested to know more about Hostify, we can do a demo. We will share all the details, not just for Hostify, but as well for ICare. So how we centralized everything in Hostify, no? The first and the core, it's always as well the channel management, no? Of course, all our property managers, all our clients, they want to be commercialized in all the area. We have many more coming, Marriott, Google. So they have seamlessly all the rates and availability and the content synchronized in Hostify, and then through that we'll push all the rates and availability, pictures, descriptions, anything that they need, no? After that, of course, they want to have a centralized communication. They can communicate with all the OTAs, not just via the platform, but also they can communicate as well, send emails, messages, WhatsApp. We have different with the different clients, even to notify themselves and their operations team about any new notification that they need to be aware of. No, any alteration, any cleaning, any issue, any maintenance needs to be taken care. How we do that? We do all through automations, not just for messaging, as we mentioned, but as well for inquiries, for check-ins, for everything that we're going to talk today about the tasks, how to do all the cleaning, all the processes, combining, iCare with all the automations that Hostify is provide for your different teams to be on the top of any task that you will assign to them. As well, we have many pricing tools, reviews, payment processors, invoices, statements, so everything to be synchronized and automated, everything in Hostify, no? And at the end, we were talking about trends. Everyone wants to be in the major OTAs, but as well, they want to be branded and they want to show their brand, their company. So how better way to show it that with a website in order to show them all the services that they provide, showing them as well direct reservations so they can provide straight away that direct line with the guests without any third party involved, no? So like that they can explain better how is their stay with them, no? So this is just a bit of the system, how it works. This is the benefits that will give you to have everything centralized. So of course you will waste less time to go in platform by platform and going crazy checking, speak to me via Airbnb, they speak to me directly. So obviously we'll save a lot of time to have everything in one place. With the smart automations, the smart calendars, you can synchronize different properties, make different structures, sell by house, sell by rooms. So it blocks independently, depending on what kind of apartment that they have booked. Of course, the payment processing, this is one of the key points nowadays, to manage all the payments, centralized from one place, automated. So you don't have to worry every time that a new client comes in from either from a platform or from your direct reservation. Structure your payment. You can charge a percentage on the time of the arrival, another percentage when they booked, 1 month before, if it's not refundable. So you can structure all of that. Online check-ins getting more and more after the COVID, such a trend. Like they don't want anymore to maybe have to go on face-to-face, or we don't have the manpower to get a check-in person and go to the property, since it's everything, distributed in the apartments is easy as a hotel. We can request all the information, passports. We are even localized with some countries like Spain or Portugal, automatically send this information to the government. All the reporting tools, owner's portal, so you don't have the owner to have to provide reports or have to tell them every time there is a booking. You can show them straight away, give them access, a personalized access with a white label solution where they will see in real time, real data, and that is happening at the moment to their property, And finally, invoicing tool, of course. We have an invoicing tool for your guests to put all your VATs. As we know, especially in Europe or in America, the taxes, they are quite complex. So they have to structure properly the taxes and the VAT. And finally, we have developed an amazing app. So we know they need outside in the street, they need to have everything informed. So they can have all the notifications of the calendars, phone, as is more and more in use, And why better together? So from here, I will pass it back to Amandine. So it will show us how to integrate Hostify and ICare, and what can you do with both connection at the same time. So all yours.
Okay, thank you. So what can Orion do for you? We try to imagine. So Orion is a full automated software which allows you to manage all the guest services, and we try to imagine what a property manager has to do when there is no tools and on the daily management. So Juan, if you can go please on the next slide. Thank you. So don't worry, I'm not going to read everything. You will receive the replay for the webinar, so you can see, and also the deck, so you can see serially what kind of task we listed there. But the idea is that you got a lot to do to manage your business daily, and you got also a lot of tasks to do once a booking is confirmed during the guest stay, and of course once the guest checked out. So the idea of the combination of Orion to Hostify will allow you to automate all those tasks, and then you can save time to put in place growth strategies or to improve the guest experience and so on. So on the next slide, you will see in blue what kind of task can be automated if you combine Orion to Hostify. Of course, if you have any more questions about maybe some a task that is not listed there, do not hesitate to contact us. Now I'm going to show you, make you a quick tour of how Orion works, and I'm just going to share with you my screen. So, is everybody seeing my screen? Yes? No, I don't want this.
I can see it. I think they are writing that it's okay. Yeah, they're saying they're seeing it.
No, not all. I'm just gonna reload the video. Okay, so as I told you, Orion allows you to automate all the services you want to offer to the guests. So the key is the automations. Once we receive the booking from Hostify, we will create, given the setups you put into Orion, the creations of the services and the sendings to the providers. So I think for this example, we automatically ask Orion to create cleaning, a check-in, and a checkout. So the software is going to create the services and then to send the service offer to the provider you authorize to work on a given services and on a given property. So you can follow the status of the service that has been manually or automatically created through Orion. And the provider received the service through their own app that they can have on their mobile phone, which of course is free and is available on iOS and Android, of course. So you can follow the services in the calendar, and you can also follow the order services as in the list view, and you can still see the statuses of the services if they have been accepted by provider, maybe pending because nobody yet accepted it, or eventually refused if nobody is available. Once the provider made the service, you can check that the work has been done correctly to your own standards with the report that they can do also with their app. And you can personalize report with a picture to be taken with restock to do, and you can validate or decline the report. If you decline the report, maybe the job has not been done as you requested. If you validate the report, everything is okay on your side. So the invoice will be automatically generated through Orion. So you don't have to ask your provider at the end of the month for for the invoices. And you can also directly pay your providers through Orion. Or you can pay them and you can also download the invoice. We also have a very detailed account breakdown feature, which allows you to see if the management of a property on a given range of dates is profitable or not with the step price. I'm just gonna go over because this one. Okay, you can see in a blink how much you get for the booking, for the collected services, how much you owe to the owner, to the provider, and so at the end of the day, if the management of the property is profitable or was profitable or not. So I think I made a quick tour of the automated workflow of Orion. Of course, it was a quick tour. So if you have any question, you can go on our website and book, of course, a personalized demo to get deep dive. Regarding Orion prices, it's a rate per month and per property, given the number of property you manage. And we make a special offer for launching our partnership with Hostify. So if you have any question, you can send me an email, text, or of course, book directly a meeting in my calendar. So the main of the combination of Orion and Hostify is to make your life easier. So of course, the connection between our two solutions is very easy. You just go, you create your Orion account, then you go on the PMS page, you just click on the button next to Hostify and you enter your Hostify API key, and then the connection is effective. Orion will pull all your properties and all your bookings, and then you can start to automate everything related to your guest services. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing.
If you have any questions, do not hesitate.
You have a chat, as we mentioned before. I think there is already some questions from Susana. Are there any additional costs associated with using the ICare and Hostify integration, such as additional licenses or fees? The integration is for free. We will
Sure.
just be paying the services to ICare and the services for Hostify. For ICare, do you?
Yes, we do. Our software and our provider app are available in French because we're a French company, in English and in Spanish. And we work through Europe for the time being, but we are very scalable software, so technically we can work globally. How long does it take to set up the Orient software? Actually, it takes less than 5 minutes to connect Orient to Hostify. The most technical part, and of course, we accompany you on the onboarding, is to set up all the services. Because once you set up the automation, of course, you can change everything, but the main idea is to take time to set up and to automate things properly. So we help you throughout the process. We can even do it for you if you want. So for the connection between Orin and Hostify, it's less than 5 minutes, and then it's around 1 to 2 hours all to configure with you all the services, to invite your providers on Orion and so on. But once it's done, you don't have to do anything else, and it works by itself.
For both now, Amandine, do you have any 24-hour support? For us, yes, we
We
have a live chat 24 hours.
Yeah, we got. You can also reach us by email. You can also issue. You can also edit tickets through the app, and you can also book directly a support meeting with our customer support team. Not 24 hours a day for the time being, but from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. On working days for the time being. And the customer support is available for the time being in French and in English.
Amazing. In any case, if anyone is interested, as we mentioned in the before, you have all the details here for Amandine and for myself to book a demo, to get to know more about both products. We will share the webinar for everyone that he was registered for the webinar. So with the email, you will be able to download it and watch it again in case you have more questions about it. Thank you, Amandina.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you everyone for attending. So we wish you a lovely day.
Bye, everyone.